Hello everybody, my name is Connor. Really quick, I want to apologize for not having my usual edits. I am super behind on my videos, and things will be back to normal tomorrow, I promise. But today we are going to go over one more Doffy game, because I want to talk about it, and I know you guys are not a fan of the Doffy, I can tell, but it helps me to talk about it. So we are playing Marco, and I have played against my buddy Bryce on Doffy as Marco, or as Doffy against his Marco the past several tournaments, and on Doffy it feels unwinnable. So I want to go ahead and talk about it, go over it, and potentially call out some misplays. I'm sure I made one or two. But we're going to go ahead and tap one and play out Perona. Perona is going to let us sort the top 5. And what an interesting top 5 we are at here. Don't hate it. Definitely want to grab the Teach. Teach does make it a little difficult if I want to play Teach and use Teach. There is a world where I draw the Teach but don't play it out next turn. I just flip the Weevil. I don't hate that, but we're gonna go ahead and pass turn, drawing into Teach with the Weevil on top, deciding if we want to do that. We can also, I think we had a Boa in our hand, and we could put Boa on top with Doffy, or with Teach, excuse me, and swing really aggressively. But because we played out Perona, we are down a card. So my opponent is going to go play that beautiful full art Duval. Oh, I'm so jealous. I don't know, I just really like Duval. And that full art is so clean. So Duval is going to go ahead and sort the top 3 of his deck. Most likely getting ready to be able to find that, ideally that Sanji play, which is tough. So Marco ability, he's going to decide if he wants to put something on the top or bottom. He's going to put it up top and swing 6. I'm just going to go ahead and take, we're going to get Boa. There's the Boa. So we do have the option of playing the Boa and swinging really big. We can even bounce the Duval back to hand. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but maybe I should have, even though it is a counter. Tap the 2, play out Teach. Teach ability, we're going to put that Arrested down on Doffy, and it does look like we put Boa up top. Potentially, I'm thinking we should put Bounce Law. Yeah, Boa's going to let us sort the top 3. I think that Bounce Law would have been a better play, I think, because then I could have bounced my Perona as well as bouncing the Duval. Granted, it's hard because I don't want to give them the ability to sort the top of their life, but I think it would be even though they did take that life, I think potentially the Bounce Law, getting the Bounce Law cycling, I've got 2 in my hand, just to kind of ruin his early game would have been the better play, because I feel like I just let him set up here, and that hurts. I don't know if you guys have fought a setup Marco, but God, it hurts. So my opponent taking some time to decide what he wants to do. I think that the Marco is so interesting, and I've heard that Marco is really good into green, purple, Luffy. Very curious what you guys think about that. So gonna minus the Boa by 2. And then the Monet is gonna come down. Has the ability to minus something as well as give 2 Rested Dawn, I believe. So really strong in the Marco deck, I think. And honestly, if I was already thinking about playing Marco before. If you guys have been here a while, you guys know I like Marco, but the way that he's being built now, it's pretty cool. So definitely looking at Marco. Let me know if you guys want to see some Marco action. And oh, check out our beautiful gold Crocodon. Shout out to Kyle and Kev. We're gonna go ahead, tap 4. It looks like we are gonna go ahead and play out Weevil to draw a card, get that card in hand, and then I think here would be a good opportunity to bounce one of those things off his board, and bounce the Perona back to my hand. Yes, okay, we are gonna bounce Law. yeah, gonna swing pretty aggressively here. I think I bounced the Monet back to his hand here. I'm gonna bounce Perona and bounce... No, I do bounce Duval. I think potentially bouncing... I don't know, that's kind of tough. I think bouncing Monet might be better, but he does end up using Divine Departure and a 2K, and we go ahead and pass turn. Yeah, I don't know. I think bouncing Monet probably would have been a better choice. Duval, just a blocker. He could have just blocked out, let it go there. Sure, we did get 2 cards out of hand, but Monet is going to hurt. Monet is going to have the ability to... I mean, with Monet and leader ability, he can easily minus something by 4K. And I don't know if you guys have seen a Doffy deck. That's most of my deck. So, gonna go ahead and play down the 7-cost Newgate. That Newgate honestly ruins my life. It is so hard to deal with. I have to, you know, Red Rocket. Yeah, he grab blade it. So, he's gonna go ahead and minus... oh, okay, I'm sorry. Monet is -1, not 2. So gonna clear my board there in so quick. And I think I have to red rock this Newgate, because he's just going to keep ruining my board. Thankfully, we still have Teach on the field, so we can do some Teach shenanigans, if you will. But yeah, just trying to see what I want to do. I could potentially drop the... well, it doesn't even matter if I drop Perona. I don't need to sort the top of my life because I have the power of Marshall D. Teach there. So, looks like I'm gonna... Yeah, I feel like I can... I feel like I really don't like this play, but I feel like I have to red rock the Newgate just to get it off the board so I can try and establish a board, because yeah, losing my board like that does not feel good at all. So yeah, we are gonna go ahead, Teach ability. We are gonna put, what are we gonna put up top though? That's kind of what I'm wondering. We're gonna put Gecko up top, potentially to grab the bounce law. I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I think oh, so we swing really big into... Oh, we grab Weevil. Okay, that's... I don't know if that's the play, but we swing really big into Monet just to clear that board and pass turn. Excellent for us. I think that Monet is gone. Not really much happening in terms of our life. As you can see, I'm still at 4 life, and my opponent is still at 3. Yeah, I think maybe playing the Boa might have been, or playing, yeah, we have a blocker Boa in our hand. No, I think well, I would think that I would want to play it standing, and I think that's probably what I'm thinking here, but taking a step back and looking at the game like this, it doesn't matter if I play her rested or standing. If they have removal, they're gonna remove her. And I feel like with Marco, there's a good chance they have some sort of removal. As I mentioned, I've played them on Doffy several times recently. Okay, only twice, but several sounds way cooler. And if this is the game I think it is, I don't even know what I could have done. But that's why we're here. That's why we're talking about it. But I almost said Monet. That is a Marco ability, gonna minus my Gecko by 2, and the Rayleigh coming out, gonna pop the Teach, swinging 6. Yeah, I can't, with how much removal he has, I cannot establish this board. We do thankfully get another Teach. The best thing about Teach, I think, is the fact that he's a net positive. You know, I am able to play Teach for 2, and then put that 2 Rested Dawn on my leader. Or, not rested. Yeah, rested. You guys know what I meant. But yeah, looking at my hand, we're kind of in a rough spot. Am I really thinking about playing Perona right here? I don't think Perona is at all of the play. I think I might... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Teach ability The thing about Doffy ability is it's so hard. Like, I could play like multiple bodies here if I didn't want to use Doffy ability, and maybe I should have just hard played my bodies, but we are gonna go ahead and swing, drawing the Weevil and drawing a Jozu, I believe, with 2 Dawn left. What can we do? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that play. I don't think it's very effective Dawn management. And then, yeah, I think we're going to play Boa, but I've already swung with Leader, so I could have... I don't know. I think the Dawn usage here was pretty poor. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I could have played Boa, and then I could have Teached ability and put more Dawn on her. Yeah, the top 3 is looking pretty bad. Just going to throw it there because there's no other point. And pass turn, I believe. So... I could have also played... Well, the problem is I want that Sengoku. I want to be able to search for more Warlords, so I didn't want to bottom deck it. I could have played Perona, I think, to bottom deck, but we'll see. So, Marco ability gonna go off. He's gonna decide if he wants to put the card on the top or the bottom of his deck. At this high of Dawn, though, I don't want him to put it up top. I've got my minus 2k ready. He's gonna minus 2k on the Boa. And this is what I mean, though. Like, we're gonna watch. He's gonna just destroy it. Another Rayleigh coming down. Popping Boa. So, yeah, I could have just played Boa rested earlier. But we'll see. Minus 3,000 because of the... yeah, and I can't save that. I can't save that even if I wanted to, unfortunately. Once again, I have built a board just for him to ruin it. Gonna get the Grav Blade. Now, the Grav Blade at this point in the game really sucks. I don't really have a way to get it out of my hand. It's just a brick in my hand the rest of the game. Sure, if he plays a small, like, chump blocker, I could Gravity Blade it. But that sucks. Gonna tap 1, play out the Sengoku, trying to look for something I want. I think I'll probably be tempted by Weevil. Yeah, tempted by Weevil. I don't know if that's right. I don't really like what I have going on in my hand. Potentially could be right if I establish a Jozu, but Jozu doesn't even feel good either. No, okay, it looks like we are gonna... Yeah, bottom deck. Oh, bottom deck our search. Never mind. I'm dumb. Looks like I'm gonna hard cast Weevil, drawing into another Teach. And with the I can't speak. It is so late. I'm so sorry. My commentary is probably awful. But I wanted to make sure we had a video. But, I mean, I just feel like my hand is really nothing I can do. I haven't seen a red rock. Well, never mind. I did see the one red rock again, and I used it against Newgate. And now he's got Rayleigh after Rayleigh. And I'm starting to wonder if... How much... Yeah, I think I'm just going to swing the rest. Which is... I can't do that math. Gonna put Balanced Law up top. I'm gonna swing into Rayleigh. Yeah, he instantly lets Rayleigh go. I'm gonna bounce the Sengoku back to my hand, and we'll go ahead and pass turn. So I'm trying. With the hand I have dealt, I am trying. Yeah, and I think this is the game I think it is, which this is a doozy. I definitely feel like this is an uphill battle because he's just been able to pop everything I played, and I haven't really been able to swing. I can't, if he clears my board, I can't swing my bodies. It's incredibly annoying, so... yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if Marco becomes more relevant, there's a chance that maybe Doffy isn't as relevant, or even there's a chance that I'm sorry, I'm distracted by me and Kyle holding hands. You know, if you don't hold hands with your bros, are you really bros? But yeah, it's just so hard to establish a board. And oh yeah, there is a Newgate there. Speaking of having trouble establishing a board, it's definitely not sticking around with the second Newgate to hit the board. Gonna be able to pop most anything. He's gonna -2 to my Weevil. I'm never gonna get to swing with a Weevil in my life. -2, gonna pop it. Unfortunate here. And good chance that, yep, 7 is probably gonna go into Law. And it's hard because do I counter? I feel like if I counter out, Rayleigh is just gonna swing into the Law. But I feel like if I don't counter out, there's no hope. Tapping to Dawn for Duval. Sorting the top 3. I think if I remember correctly, he told me what this top 3 was, and it is bad news for us, guys. He's gonna go ahead, drop his deck box. Crazy. And yeah, I think he's just gonna swing 8 at lead, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it, hoping for, I don't even know what I'm hoping for. Honestly, I don't really know what can get me out of this spot. I don't feel like my hand has anything to... I mean, a red rock could get me in a better position at least, so... yeah, I'll go ahead and play out Sengoku. Gonna grab a Warlord off the top. Do I really grab Femur here? That feels like a bad option. And one of you guys commented about dropping Femur, and looking at this makes me want to drop Femur. There are many times where I'm like, I'm going to take Femur, it's going to be so good, and then I just don't get to a position where I can use it. The only time I used it successfully was when I naturally drew into a, what is it? I don't remember. My brain is dead. Oh, I naturally drew into it against a Teach, and it was great, but I don't know. Potential. I don't know. It scares me. But I only have a handful of Teaches running around up here. But yeah, gonna try and figure out what to do here. I think I could. Yeah. Okay. That's. I think I'm already tilted. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm tilted at this point. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't really have anything to play off of the of a leader effect, but I want to use teachability, so I'll put a non-counter card in my hand, and I need to clear this Newgate. I need to clear something, and he ends up having the counter for what I swing. We pass turn. Kind of unfortunate. Hopefully establishing a Jozu will help me have a body to swing with, but probably not realistically. Man just has removal after out of removal. Very difficult, I feel like, to deal with in any form. Yep, and Jozu is gonna get killed there. Yeah, I just can't keep bodies on board. I haven't been able to hit him in so long. This would be a very easy video if I was doing my usual edits. And he plays out another Newgate. So with what I have in my hand, he's gonna pop Teach. At this point, I'm like, all right, I just lose. I don't think there's coming back from this. I'm gonna give them. Yeah, I have to give them 3 cards there to get out of that swing. Gonna take this 9, getting a 2K. I don't think I've seen a lot of 2Ks either. Drawing in a Perfume Femur, which I know I put up there. Yeah, I honestly not really sure what you can do at this point. Gravity Blade just feels so bad right now. We're gonna keep trying though. We're gonna look for something up top. With 2 Newgates on the board though. Yeah, I don't know. I think I probably should have taken Mihawk there. I don't know. I think I'm feeling like like, looking at the way I'm playing this, I'm like desperate to keep bodies on board, and I keep playing bodies that just aren't gonna stick. So potentially should have just swung, like kept loading up a leader and swinging really big. Potentially. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, honestly. Very curious here. So I'll tap 4. No, I'm not gonna tap that 4. I changed my mind. I think that makes sense, yeah, because I am gonna teach and put it up top. Yeah, teach ability. Gonna put the 2 on, swing 7. Yeah, put the gecko up there. 7. Yeah, so I am trying so hard here. I'll swing into, yep, I swung into Newgate. He had a 2k. I swung 8 into Newgate. He had a 2k. Yeah, so potentially should have just played. I don't even know, but that turn was sloppy. That turn was not good, and I don't know, like, I just keep playing bodies, and for why? They just keep getting removed. Yeah, I think I knew at this point that I was kind of cooked. Not really much I can do. I think even taking Mihawk wouldn't have saved me. But he just has so much removal. Gonna go ahead and Marco ability, especially with the combination of Marco leader ability and Newgate, clears anything on my board. At this moment, I'm not running the 7-cost Doffys. Definitely an argument here for that, but I think they're only 7k, which is, I mean, we just saw Jozu get removed. But it could bounce a Newgate back to hand. That potentially could help. I don't know. But yeah, blocker dead. He's gonna go ahead and swing really big, and yeah, I can't get out of that. So yeah, definitely felt like what do I do? What the fuck do I do against this? Didn't feel good at all. Felt like that. The next game we played was in the regional tournament. In the video, what was it? Yesterday's video, I think. Definitely felt a little closer, but still not great. So let me know what you guys think. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for the support recently. I know y'all hate watching me play Doffy, but I appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.